everyone, it's Sally from the David Academy, and I wanted to talk to you guys today about a super precious commodity, and that is time. How many of you feel like you're being punished by your calendar? I know I do, and the question I have to ask myself constantly is, am I managing my time and my schedule, or is my schedule managing me? And I think that's a really important question for all of us, because if you are anything like me, and I suspect a lot of you are, you've got a ton of responsibilities in your life. We've got kids, and we've got jobs, and we've got homes, and we've got friends, and we've got church responsibilities, and family, and activities, and it's so easy to get completely caught up, and then you find yourself running around like a chicken with your head cut off. And I'll give you an example of that. So I've got 2 kids, and today happens to be a Tuesday, and both of my kids have sports practice at the exact same time. Unfortunately, today, my husband also has a business meeting this evening. So the responsibility then falls on me to get one kid to practice that starts at 5, which means we have to leave our house about 4:45, which means homework and all that stuff has to be done by then. And uniforms have to be put on by about 4:30. So we're heading out the door at 4:45, running one to soccer practice, dropping her, then running my son to baseball practice and dropping him, then running back to pick up her, and then turn around and going back and waiting for an hour for his practice to end, and then take him home. And then it's 7:45 and nobody's eaten any dinner and nobody has taken a bath. And then it's just a mad scramble to get everybody thrown into the bath and thrown into the bed for you to take a breath at about 9:30. And that is our lives these days. You know, that's, I think, happens frequently to a lot of people. And there's nothing bad about that. These are good things. I'm so grateful that I can provide opportunities for my kids to do things that they enjoy. The challenge, though, for me is, what does that do to me and my schedule and my quality of life? I would love for our family to be able to sit down tonight and have a healthy home-cooked meal and spend that time together as a family between 5:30 and 6:30. And some nights we can do that, and we really look forward to those nights, but there's plenty of nights where we can't, and I don't think I'm alone in that. I think a lot of you can probably relate to it. Today I happen to be sitting here and I actually have makeup on and my hair is done and I'm wearing normal people clothes, but 9 times out of 10, if you see me during the day, it's yoga pants and a bun on the top of my head. And I think a lot of moms can probably relate to that too. And if you do have older children and younger children, and you've got one that's got an activity, everybody else in the house has to kind of jump in the family van and come along for that. When you're going to drop a kid off for, say, a tutoring appointment for an hour. And that means younger kids are saying, "Mom, I'm hungry. Please, can we drive through Chick-fil-A?" Or, "Mom, can we please go to Target and buy me this toy that I want?" And so I often find myself giving into stuff where that maybe wasn't in the budget to do that. Or maybe I'd already had a family plan for dinner, but I scrapped it because I've got my younger ones kind of complaining about not wanting to wait till we get home to eat something. And what I'd love to do with that time is grab a cup of coffee with a girlfriend, or maybe go get in a workout, or go for a walk around the neighborhood, or God forbid, do laundry and clean my house. But I'm trapped and kind of feeling captive by this schedule that I have. So what's the answer? Well, moms and dads, again, if you're like me, and I think you are because you're watching this video, we want to provide the best for our kids. And when they are struggling, whether it's struggling with academics, struggling in friendships, struggling in athletics, we want to be able to give them the resources they need so that they can be successful. And one of those things is test prep. One of those things is regular academic tutoring. Those are some of the services that we at the David Academy provide. Now, how is it going to save you any time to go to the David Academy versus going to any of these other places? Well, let me explain to you how we work and why we do what we do. Everything that we do, we say it's kind of online, but it's not online in the traditional sense that people think of as online classes. You are live, one-on-one, personal with an expert in that particular area, whether it's subject tutoring or SAT prep, ACT prep, these kinds of things that we do, the services that we offer. It's live over the internet via Skype, which is a platform that many people are familiar with. And if you're not, we can talk you through it. It's super easy to get set up. But why is that an advantage to you? Well, if you work online with us via Skype or a Skype type situation, a Google Hangout, any of these kinds of things where you can see your teacher and they can see the materials that you're working on, it's just as effective as meeting out someplace at a tutoring center or a Starbucks or the library. But you get to do it from the comfort of your own home. And our instructors have opened their schedules so that if, you know what, I got to meet at 9 9 p.m. on Tuesdays. That's fine. We can work that out. We want to make sure that this makes sense to you. And why do we do that? Nobody likes to have to ride their kids. Nobody wants to have to tell them, I'm sorry, you're going to have to go to that appointment, or you're going to have to do it this way. And Saturday mornings are now going to be taken up with this 4-hour SAT prep class when your family would much rather be probably spending that time together or doing something as a family, or God forbid, wanting to kind of get out of town for a weekend together. You're not beholden to the schedule of a tutoring center. You get to decide what makes sense for your family, and we will work with you to find a time that's going to work for you, that kids can be consistent, because that's what they need when we're dealing with academic challenges, when we're talking about test prep. The consistency and those skills that you build over time is what propels kids toward the success that we're looking for. So, having said all of that, if you would like to find out how to get a little bit more time into your family's schedule, but still be able to tackle the academic challenges and still be able to get the help that your child needs, we'd love to meet with you. The number is 770-383-1320. Give us a call. Let us do a free 30-minute consult with you, which we'll do via Skype, so that you can kind of get a feel for it. We want to meet you. We want to meet your child. We want to figure out what are their strengths and weaknesses. What are the goals that we're trying to accomplish here? And then see if it's a good fit for you and tailor a plan that is specific to meet those needs. Give us a call today. Free 30-minute consult. We can't wait to talk with you. Thanks.